believe what I found in my closet. Hi, I'm Maura, and welcome to Maura's Epic 10-Minute Variety Show. This is 17 Again is the name of our episode, and I'll explain all of that to you in a moment. In the meantime, in the spirit of the 70s, I found some clothes in my closet that really remind me of how I dressed in the 70s. So here's the fashion show portion of our show. Remember these, well, if any of you are old enough, these tops, which are peasant, I guess, but this was definitely something I wore in the 70s. And if I walk around, you can see these pants. I don't know, I'll have to move like this. Come on, camera. Oh, there we go. These are actually yoga. Here, I'll just stand like this, like the guy in Karate Kid. These are yoga pants, but they're, you know, this sort of animal print bell bottoms. And amazing that I put this together because I actually bought the pants at a yoga studio in Pompano Beach, and I bought the top at the Dallas airport. My husband almost got us out of Dallas about a month ago before the quarantine thing started. And I hadn't bought anything, but in the airport on the way to the gate, I got this shirt. Haven't worn it because I haven't. It's also too big. It's one size fits all. So I have bobby pins. You can see them there to hold it on, otherwise it falls right off. So thank you for tuning in. I'm very excited to present a couple of things to you. I'm going to get my chair now that this part's done. And the reason I was inspired to describe this episode as 17 Again is because a friend of mine named Sandy, we're the same age, and she watches my show, and we were chatting, and of course, since it is still April and it's National Poetry Month, I had asked you folks if you like me to read something you wrote or something you really love, please send it to me. And Sandy sent me 2 poems, and these are not poems that Sandy wrote. These are poems that either I'm not sure whether it was 1 or 2 different boys in high school, when she was in high school, wrote. Now, if she's my age, this was in the past, sort of way over there in the past. She's beautiful, though. You never know she's as old as me. And I was really taken back to my time in high school because, of course, I wrote poetry like a lot of girls did and thought I was a great writer. In fact, I had written this around that age, and it was my proof that I was a great writer. Whenever and I didn't write until I was in my late 30s, but whenever I would think about it, I think, yes, I am. I remember that little essay story I wrote that was so moving and poetic and deep. And then some years later, now I'm like 45 and I've been writing, and a friend of mine found it. She had kept it and she gave it to me. And it was the worst thing I ever read. And if I had not lost that myself, I would never have become a writer because it was so full of, self-indulgence and hyperbole and what's that word? Cliches. One cliche after another. So I was just so charmed that Sandy kept these poems because it has been a long time. And again, not even remembering the name of the young man that wrote these, but I think they're lovely. And I'm going to reach and grab them. They're short. There are 2 of them. This person is writing today because this person would not look at this today or at age of 45 or at age like that and think, oh, no, I was wrong. This is actually really good. I'm going to read this for you, and I cannot give credit to the author. I can only give credit to Sandy for hanging on to this. That is a a huge compliment and says a lot about Sandy. Here we go. Ice formed the cover of the cave, peering in, darkness, mysterious yet inviting. Droplets fall from the roof of the mouth, discouraging any entrance. Water, the sculptor of the grotto, issues forth out of the mouth. Streaks of sunlight make the ripples dance upon contact, though they come from unfathomable darkness. Must be some hidden spring within that produces beauty in secret. How like a person this image. What? How like a person this image. That is like so beautiful. Precocious for a 17-year-old. Although, as I understand it from my friend Anne Brandon, most of the really great poetry that we have, and even some of the biggest scientific ideas, are come to people when they're really young, 20s, even younger. Here's the other one. Flowing through someone's brain, snapping his nerves in confusion, a poem, trapped inside and pushing, straining inside to escape his thick, skilled, he might have meant scald, prison, bouncing inside his mind, flipping to get out, carving its channel like a relentless drill, down his arm to the pen and out. All that escapes is a dribble. But a dribble of pure poetry is beauty enough for man. What? That is just, it sounds like the same poet to me. And again, Sandy, in her communication to me, didn't say. She sent me the first one, and then she said, oh, and I have another one. She's someone that saves other people's writing. How noble is that? I also want to say a few words about my friend Jill Ann. Jill Ann is playwright, producer, manager, Navy veteran, again, around my age. I haven't known her that long, but in the field that I am in, which is theater, she is an incredibly supportive person. She shows up. And even tonight, I don't know this for sure, but Jill and I had a little communication because she has the coronavirus. And she has a lot of friends. And this she suddenly revealed. For I don't know how long she's had it, longer than a day, that's for sure. If it were me, I would be front and center. I have coronavirus. I want everyone to start feeling, really suffer with me if you can. That is not what Jill is like. She is the opposite of that. And she had said that she will try and watch my show from her bed because that's where you are when you're sick, or should be. And which leads me to my other friend. I guess this is the Friends episode. We were going to have this Friends special, remember Friends from the whatever decade that was, and it got canceled because, well, this is the Friends episode. And we're playing all the parts here tonight. Another dear friend, her name is Joan Marie, and she is an opera singer. I worship opera singers. I worship all singers. She has this gorgeous voice, and she splits her time between Boca Raton and New York City. She happens to be in Boca now, and she did something that a lot of artists are doing. She's sharing her talent in a socially distanced manner, and she stood in front of the building she lives in Boca, and over on the side, I'm going to show you this video. You just have to see this. Is a woman playing the accordion, with Joan singing a song that you know and I know, and we are going to sing along. So I'm going to play the video, and I'm dedicating this to Jill because I love her and because this is how we reach out, especially to people. We're all in this together. Some are in deeper, and Jill Ann is one of those people. I'm going to get my laptop. I'm turning it up as high as it goes. It's going to be right in front of the screen. And You will only see the back of Joan, but what you're really in this for is her voice. So I'm going to make this full screen first. Technology. It's probably the ejector seat button. Let's see. It's full screen. Okay. You know this song. I'm going to get really close because it's God Bless America. And I have the lyrics here, so I'm going to sing. Oh, drink of water. But I'm not the star of this show. It's Joan. But I think that's the purpose of what she's doing here. She is singing a song, and everyone is on their porch singing with her. So we have to do that too. And okay, I'll come back to Jill. Hang on. All right, get ready to sing God Bless America with Joan Marie.
God bless America, land that I love, and guide with the light from above, from the mountains to the valleys, to the oceans, dark and sky.
And you all know that Irving Berlin wrote that song, and I had forgotten it until I looked at the lyrics I printed out just now, and there it is. Irving Berlin, thank you. And I'm going to ask, and thank you, Joan Marie, a favor of anyone watching this, because I will, if Jill hasn't seen it, I will, of course, tag her and call her. I would love for you to put a little message in this stream to her. I know that she will appreciate it. I know that she has a lot of well-wishers from her friends, but the more the merrier. And you could say something too about Joan, and you can also, on my wall is Joan Marie's video, the one I just played. You can watch it again. I don't know how that translated, and share it. Let everybody hear her voice. And that is all I have for you tonight. I will see you tomorrow. I have a very interesting preview planned. These previews are running my life. I'm kind of loving them. And then show tomorrow night. So more info on that to come. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe. And like Irving Berlin said, God bless.